should get it. It's called A Brief Illustrated Guide to Understanding Islam. You can get it through our website. You can get it here at the local radio station. You can get it over at the youth center. A lot of places that you can pick this thing up. It was written, by the way, or compiled actually, by Ibrahim, Abu Harb Ibrahim. And he's in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The illustrations in it are taken from science books out of the library, with permission, of course, showing things that they've only discovered in the last century about the earth, planets, the universe, embryology, the rivers, the seas, the list goes on. And then it mentions in here the verses of the Quran that prove for sure this had to come from Allah, because nobody knew it 1,400 years ago. They didn't even know it 140 years ago. And here it is in this amazing book, and never with a contradiction. There's some other points when we talk about the Quran. One of them is when we say nobody can bring a book like it. Is there another book on earth that has around 10 million people that memorized it? Huh? Any book. Telephone book, encyclopedia, dictionary. Any book. Is there any book that was written 1,400 years ago in any language of any size at all that people memorize today, and you got 10 million people memorized it? And that's a joke. Nobody will believe you. How could it be that this many people are memorizing it? And check this out. They're memorizing it in exactly the way it was recited in the exact language of Fusha, or the classical Arabic. And guess what? Around 85% of those people are not Arabs, and Arabic is not their native language. Whoa. Whoa. In fact, there's no other religion that has such a book or anything close to it, because no other religion promotes the idea of memorizing the text. In fact, if people did, they'd figure out pretty fast that their religion was a little weird. The Catholic Church, for more than 1,000 years, forbid anyone who was not authorized, such as a priest or so on, to even have a Bible. And if you tried to translate the Bible to another language, you would be killed. This was not a joke. In the year 1511, in England, the Bible was translated by William Tyndale from Latin into English. When they found him with it, they tied it to him and tied him up and burned him to death with the book on his chest. That's a fact. They didn't know he had a copy. William Coverdale, one of his students, came up with another version of it in about 1528 or something like that. There was another Bible later, 50 years after that. And then in 1611, a group got together and tried to make another translation based on older manuscripts that were Greek, from Koine Greek rather than the Latin, trying to get a little closer to the original, and that was called the authorized version of the Bible. But guess what? It had to be retranslated the next year because it had so many mistakes.